So after nearly, 2 weeks of trying to grind from 20 to 21, I finally managed to do it with a pretty decent win streak. I found a new strategy, well not new, but new to me, strategy that has made all the difference and got me to rank 21. So this is kind of like my wrap-up video because I am definitely parking right now. There is absolutely no way I'm going to lose this close to the end of the season and not be able to get it back. So the parking brake is going on. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how I did it. So stay tuned and yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so this is the layout that I'm using. It's quite a familiar one. I'm sure lots of people have got this kind of layout or a variation of this sort of layout. The general thinking is these defenses here slow down the start of the attack if people are using heavies and gramps. They've also got to farm all of this before they can get to the first ER. And the little mine clusters are to catch out the gramps or zookas that spread out as they change target and stuff. You can generally take out quite a few each attack. Sky shield I've got down here covering 2. Got the 2 doom cannons and 2 shock launchers crossing over again to create a shock block. And then obviously the doom cannons there to deal some damage. Shock mines are along the seeker paths, or the paths between the ERs, where it would be seekers or heavies or whatever. But that's pretty much the layout. But the big difference here is my tech tree. I've now put some real effort into leveling up the things that I didn't have. So I finished maxing out my defenses. I maxed Brick out because I needed her for a bit, but stopped using her too. Bullet still only tick 4, and barrage max. I've now got tick 3 rocket launchers. Still haven't got the heavy chopper, still haven't got that proto. But moving on into 6ER, obviously maxed out troop health, heavy choppers, building damage, took the boom cannons. I've got gramps, didn't need them in the end. I've got seekers, I didn't need them in the end. Into 6ER I picked up building health, critters, GBE, we took the doom cannon, and then maxed out troop damage, and then took the second doom cannon. So that's my tech. The big game changer here for me was this GBE node. This is the one that made all of the difference, to be honest. This is what's given me the energy needed to run this strategy that what's took me to diamond now, so close to the end of the season. So let's jump in and I'll show you a couple of attacks and how I'm doing it. Okay, so in this one what I did was, again with all heavy choppers, I just let them clear these first few defences while I barred out the sky shield. And then when they got to this one, they took down the ER, and then we moved up and took out the doom cannon, shocking the shock launcher at the top, then onto the ER itself. And then as that's done, we move over to the shock launcher. Don't worry about it if you leave a little bit of health on one of the engines. You can just drop an artillery on it once you've got one. And then using a bit of smoke, 1 or 2 smokes between each ER to help protect those heavies, like I said. And then down this side, took out the shock launcher, just so that the heavies then are free to take out the ERs quicker without getting shocked. And then once that one goes down, on to the last one. Like I was saying on the last one, this is the sort of layout where you can use these first few defences to build up a bit of extra GBE. And then bar out the sky shield, like I said on the last one. And then it's literally just a case of going from one to the next. So see there, taking out the shock launcher, just so you don't need to be using shocks and stuff. Doom cannons can be an issue, but generally speaking they're alright. Took out the shock launcher there as well. And then flared down to clear all of this stuff, get on that ER, and then on to the last one. For some layouts that are probably designed to be anti-seeker, like this one with all the defences between the ERs, I was literally just dropping 5 boats of heavy choppers, or 6 boats of heavy choppers, again biting the sky shield so we can flare the ER, and then using these guys to clear up a bit of GBE so that I can clear some of these shock mines. Flared onto the first ER, and then as we go on to the second, and then onto the shock launcher to get rid of that, we're using Taunt there in the middle to help protect those heavies. Like I said before, we need to protect those guys. They're the ones who are dealing the majority of the damage in these attacks. And then once we got that ER down, it was only a case of I had to get these two, because for this one I dropped 2 boats of Seekers down this right side, and as they got down there they dealt with that one while I was just finishing off these guys, and that was like a time of 2:30 something on that one. As has been typical with this season, I got to my boss fight for like the 100th time or something silly, and got matched with a 7 ER opponent, but he had no sky shield and no extra building health or anything like that, so smashed him with all heavy choppers, just like we've been doing with the 6 ER guys and a couple of 5 ERs that I've also seen, oddly enough, since climbing up closer to 21. Then once that goes down, we're going to drop some smoke, protect those heavies, move up to the next ER. And then on this one, because he had his shock launcher all the way over here and one all the way over here, all of this stuff at the back here was just free engines. They weren't protected very much at all, not even against Seekers. I probably could have Seekered this one with a split drop, but decided to stick with the heavy choppers because that's what I was using at the time. And then as they've gone around and took those free ones, we come down and take out the shock launcher just to protect those heavies, stop them getting shocked up, get the engines down quicker. And then once that was done, straight on to the last one, spare GBE on the engine, and boom, that was me hitting level 21. No doubt you guys will agree with me, season 19 has been different. Let us know in the comments whether you think this season's been better or worse than previous seasons. Would you like to see the reset every month, or never again, or everyone back to 0? This has been the first season that I've played more or less all the way to the end. Not usually a big warshipper, but I've kind of enjoyed this season. I've enjoyed making the videos for you guys. So if we've helped, or if I've helped, or if the channel's helped you in any way reach goals, do better at warships, enjoy it more, whatever, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a lot more warships as we go into season 20 and beyond. So stick around for that. That is it for season 19 from me. Catch you in the next video, guys. Happy shipping.